I call the Planning Commission meeting for May 25th to order. We'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Jackie, will you call the roll?
Ms. Small?
Here.
Mr. Tiedemann?
Here.
Mr. Varga?
Here.
Mr. Crocker?
Here.
Mr. Haddon?
Here.
Mr. Perkovich?
Here.
Mr. Cook?
Here. I'll entertain a motion for the approval of the minutes from the regular meeting on May 4th, 2023.
So moved. Second.
Jackie, please call the roll.
Ms. Small?
Yes.
Mr. Tiedemann?
Yes.
Mr. Varga?
Yes.
Mr. Crocker?
Yes.
Mr. Haddon?
Yes.
Mr. Perkovich?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes, on tonight's agenda, we have 3 public hearings, and we will follow this format. First, the applicant will have the opportunity to explain what they would like to do at a particular location. Second, anyone wishing to speak in favor of this proposal will be given the opportunity. Finally, anyone wishing to speak in opposition will be afforded the time to do so. Or some people may just have questions, and we'll try to get those answers. And with that, we have a conditional use permit to allow a temporary events at 7575 Bellflower Road. Is that applicant here? Please come up, give us your name and address, and tell us a little bit about what you want to do.
My name is Jim Carmigiano. My address is 7333 Hodgson Road, Mentor.
Could you spell that last name?
Hodgson, Carmigiano, Carmigiano.
Thank you.
I'm here to represent St. John Vianney Parish on Bellflower. And we would like to have a conditional permit to have a Sunday Mass, 10:30 Mass on every Sunday in the parking lot. And we've done it for the last 2 years, and we'd like to redo it again this year. It'll be from June 4th to September 24th.
Thank you. Is there anyone who wishing to speak in favor of this proposal? Anyone wishing to speak in opposition? This public hearing is closed. Kathy, anything from the administration?
Mr. Chairman, we would just recommend, the administration would recommend that because this has been requested 3 times in a row, and we've had no incidents related to the single mass on Sundays, we recommend that this be allowed annually as outlined in condition number 1 from June through September. 1 mass specifically on Sundays.
Thank you. Anything from the commission members? With that, I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve with the 4 conditions?
Second.
Jackie, please call the roll.
Ms. Small?
Yes.
Mr. Tiedemann?
Yes.
Mr. Varga?
Yes.
Mr. Crocker?
Yes.
Mr. Haddon?
Abstain.
Mr. Perkovich?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We have a conditional use permit to allow a limited retail activities at 7609 St. Clair Avenue. Is that applicant here? Please come up, give us your name and address, and tell us a little bit about what you want to do.
Jerry Kutlarczyk, owner of the Junk Luggers. Home address 10151 Caribou Trail. The property that we are leasing
Could you
right
spell
now.
your last name?
Yeah, Kotlarsic.
Thank you.
We just begin leasing the property at 7609 St. Clair Avenue. So what we do, we're a franchise for junk removal. One thing that we do as part of the program is resell, rehome used furniture. It's under the DBA name Remix Market, and I'm looking to be able to sell some of it in the front of the building. Primarily, it will be like a Saturday pop-up sale once a month, and then we'll also be doing sales. They'll be done marketplace through Facebook. So it'll be customer picking up.
Thank you. Is anybody here wishing to speak in favor of this proposal? Anybody wishing to speak against? This public hearing is closed. Kathy, anything from the administration?
Nothing other than the 5 conditions noted.
And you've read the staff report, and
Yes.
and you're okay with the conditions?
Yes.
Anything from the commission members? With that, I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve with 5 conditions?
Second. Jackie, please call the roll.
Ms. Small?
Yes.
Mr. Tiedemann?
Yes.
Mr. Varga?
Yes.
Mr. Crocker?
Yes.
Mr. Haddon?
Yes.
Mr. Perkovich?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
We have a conditional use permit to allow vehicle servicing at 7850 Menor Avenue, Unit number 724. Is that applicant here? Yes. Come up, give us your name and address. Tell us a little bit about what you want to do.
It's Brian Groskopf, Groskopf. Address is 8361 Bridal Court, Mentor, Ohio, 44060. I'd like to continue owning and operating my automotive and truck repair shop at that address. Been doing it 40 years.
Okay.
That's it.
Is anybody wishing to speak in favor of this proposal? Anybody in opposition? This public hearing is closed. Kathy, anything from the administration?
No, Mr. Chairman, we have 6 items noted. I mean, this is a fairly small operation, 1 employee, and for the space that's already there, that was a prior use, so the administration has no objections.
Thank you. And you've read the staff report and you're okay with the conditions?
Yes.
Anything from the commission members?
One question,
Yes.
just curious. 11,000 square feet, 1 employee?
I'm
Do you have any
pla-
plans to expand?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm planning on. It's hard
Okay.
to find good help, but I mean, I
Absolutely.
I have friends and family to help me. So, but I'm a perfectionist and I don't like no sloppy work. So, got to be done right.
Excellent, thank you.
Thanks.
Anything else? With that, I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve with the 6 proposed conditions.
Second.
Jackie, please call the roll.
Ms. Small?
Yes.
Mr. Tiedemann?
Yes.
Mr. Varga?
Yes.
Mr. Crocker?
Yes.
Mr. Haddon?
Yes.
Mr. Perkovich?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes. And items 4, 5, and 6 are to remain on the table. And Kathy, we're making progress, right?
Yes, we are, particularly the Hobby Lobby representatives contacted me again today. They are working very diligently on providing an interior platform for permanent storage inside the building. They've been giving me updates basically every 2 to 3 weeks, so I appreciate their ongoing correspondence, but I would like this to remain on the table.
Okay. Under new business, we have an architectural review of a commercial building at 7354 Lakeshore Boulevard. Is that applicant here? Come on up, give us your name and address. Tell us a little bit about what you want to do.
Nicholas Mitchell, owner Silverline Exteriors. Basically, we're just trying to revamp the outside of the building. It's kind of crumbling apart. Just try to make it fresh.
Yeah, can we get your address, please?
7354 Lakeshore Boulevard.
Kathy, anything from the administration?
Mr. Chairman, we noted in the analysis and recommendation section, and the proposed materials for the building are shown there. They're hard to read, but the one material that would be of concern is the metal siding, the vertical metal siding that's shown there in gray. You know, certainly would like to hear what the planning commission has to say. We would, I guess, only recommend maybe that the knee wall of that new stone veneer continue along the building and maybe propose an alternative siding to that, and as opposed to the metal siding, which we typically are not in favor of.
Thank you. Anything from the or commission members?
Everyone looks at me.
Mr. Varga?
Would you have a problem with continuing the stone at the same elevation as you have it below the windows around the building?
I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with it. It wouldn't look correct, though. Like, the metal siding is actually like a textured siding, so it's not going to be like, if you if you drive in like Chardon, you see barns and things that have like metal siding, it's more like shiny if the sun hits it. This is like a new style textured. And I mean, we're a residential company, so like my first thought, you'd want to do vinyl, but it's a steel structured building where you can't put vinyl siding on it. And if we did stone veneer throughout the whole building, I mean, that's going to look very gaudy on the corner there.
Has the city seen a sample of this material?
No. I mean, we received the color, but not an actual sample, no.
Because, I mean, the only reason I say that is because the illustration, and you can't always go by what it's shown, but it shows it as a textured kind of appearance. And if this is other than regular metal siding, can we consider it? I mean, but I don't think we can without a sample. Right.
Defer to the planning commission on that. This, we didn't put a condition, except for item number 2, and if you'd like to change that, certainly, you know, that would be something to address.
Well, right now, that material is brick, correct?
It's not, I mean, it's a stone veneer brick, so it's not an actual, like a brick, like a bungalow or a home like that. It's not a structural,
The existing is?
yeah,
is
that's not structural, it's a steel building.
Oh, it's glue-up brick.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, you mean
And I'm
it's
ba-
it's thin brick?
Yeah, it's only like 3/8 thick with a
Oh.
backer on it. And it's crumbling, so like inside of my
No, I see.
office and everything is just, it's leaking around all the tops. There's chickmunks coming in through the bottom. I mean, it was a BP gas station before I had it. I mean, it was never maintained. It's crumbling, so.
Well, one of the concerns I have about siding going all the way down to the ground
Mhm.
is it eventually will rust. It gets hit by salt, you put it on the sidewalks, it just eventually the bottom starts to rust. And so that's one of the reasons I'd like to see some other material at the base. And I don't know if that's the city's thought, but that's part of the part of the thought is that that's not gonna last a real, within a short period of time, it starts to deteriorate from the bottom up. Even on industrial buildings, I'd like to see a brick base or a stone base, so that the siding, the metal siding isn't sitting in the snow, and next to a sidewalk, it's gonna be snow and salt.
If I could have a second?
Sure.
Sure, go ahead.
So like on all the corners, that one piece, there's actually already a lot of metal, the same material that comes down to the ground and is not rusted.
So those corners are metal. They're
Yes.
Panels, they're not.
And every break in the building has a metal corner post on
Oh.
it. It's a 3x3 piece of steel.
I don't know.
I mean, there is a 40-year warranty with coating on
Yeah.
that material as well.
I'd like to hear from any of the other
Mr. Chairman?
commissioners, myself.
It's perfect.
I'm in agreement with the rest of the administration as well as Jeff, that we really need to see that material, because even though it is a metal, there are a lot of these products that actually have a wood tone or a wood finish. And so I think that would really go a long way to kind of, moving this forward. But I do agree with Jeff, though, that that bottom treatment, whether it's a wainscot or some sort of a kickboard, if you will, would go a long way to that, addressing that issue with the metal. But again, I really think that we need to see a sample of that, just to see the texture, just to see the color. So we might have to table that if that's not an issue.
I mean, it's not an issue, just the longer it prolongs, just the more I'm getting mold inside my building, And we tried caulking it and things like that, it's just not. The back of the building, there's honestly like just brick, if you like go there and look, I mean, there's just brick just falling off the building everywhere. It's kind of a mess, to be honest.
Can I ask you,
Mr. Varga?
just a I noticed that the brick under the windows, is that the same kind of brick that you have on the back?
Correct.
But you are replacing that with stone.
In the front, underneath each window will all
So
be
you
stone.
you could put stone on the back.
So I did it on the front because those two sides face the street. I'm an exterior company, so I want my company to look
I
like
understand.
pleasable.
Yes, no.
The back side, the only people that see is the attorney in the back, Paulette. And the other side is basically, it's all your panels for the power. So there's not much siding on the side either. And I was trying not to go with too much stone because I don't want it to look gaudy. It's a very small building.
I understand. Could you live with putting the stone at the height that you have it under the windows, across to the, along the side, and putting the metal panels above that?
I mean, I don't have a problem doing it. I mean, obviously budget-wise, the stone's
It's a little more, I
quite
understand.
a bit
I
more.
know.
But I mean, I could put like a little ledger board and, ledge stone on that. If that's gonna please the party. I mean,
Would the city accept that as a recommendation that addressed their concerns?
We talking, if you look at the screen there, just the north elevation where you're in addition to the front and not the entire building?
I don't know that the entire building needs to be seen. This is from the right of way.
But we would just need to modify number 2 to just indicate on the front and rear, whereas he's got it, the south and north elevations. Is that right? No. That's not right.
one side
It's gotta be
faces
west,
306
west and north.
North and west, right?
Yeah, more
North and
northwest.
west elevations, that we would include I don't know if you call it a water table, wainscoting of stone to match the height of the front and metal panel above that.
I'm fine with that.
So,
Okay.
yeah, basically, number 2, this proposed stone veneer shall be on the
Knee wall. On the
West wall.
west
Elevation.
and north
and west,
elevations.
yeah, right,
So that'd basically be everything that's facing Lakeshore and 306.
Yes.
yes. We feel comfortable with that? Okay, I think we got it.
Anything else from the commission members? With that, I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve with 4 conditions. The second condition modifying the 2 faces that we're concerned with, the north and the west.
Second.
Jackie, please call the roll.
Ms. Small?
Yes.
Mr. Tiedemann?
Yes.
Mr. Varga?
Yes.
Mr. Crocker?
Yes.
Mr. Haddon?
Yes.
Mr. Perkovich? Yes. Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Thank you all.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Kathy, anything?
No, I have nothing else.
I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.